Okay, so I think I'm joined with Andy Peakes today after an 8-1 victory here away at Bedford. I guess you weren't expecting that this morning eating your cornflakes?
No, definitely not. No, I was expecting a tough game, as I do every week. I hadn't watched a couple of times, so we thought it would be really competitive. But ultimately, it's down to how we started. I thought we started the game really well. Took the pressure off getting the early goal. So we managed the first half well, and like I said, in the second half, we blitzed really.
Now, I know you don't like to single out individual performances, but Dan Creaney and Ty Deakin started the match playing together and shared 5 goals between them. What prompted that call?
I've just looked at the way Bedford play, and I've looked at what we've got. I know how good they both are, and I felt we worked on stuff, if not one of them dropping into like a 10 role. So it didn't particularly change the shape of our team. We didn't sort of change things like that, and I just felt they could both play together in certain games. They're both Ty's too good a player to not play week in, week out, and he's had limited minutes. So I thought today was the right time to do it. You know, so we worked on it in training. I spoke to Shams and Tim about the system, if we could do that or whatever. We agreed we could. It's with them. Sometimes it comes off, which it did. Another time, if it hadn't worked for half an hour, I might resort to a different formation or change things. But yeah, you know, when you've got good players and they can adapt to systems, why not?
Yeah, 100%. Alex Collard left the pitch, presumably with cramp late in the second half. Are there any other potential injury concerns after today's game?
Yeah, no, Alex had got a bit of a knock as well, to be fair. It wasn't just cramp, he'd got a knock. The fitness levels are pretty good, if I'm being honest. Like I said, Gift had cramp in the week, but that's because he's had a sore calf. So they're all the actual fitness levels, I think, as we're seeing, are pretty good in general. So hopefully not. Clem Shim was a little bit sore from the other night, and so Owen got a whack last week at Stourbridge, so I'm sort of managed his minutes a bit this week because we haven't needed to cut him as much as I might have done. So you know, the beauty of having a good squad is you can rotate it without not causing too many problems and weakening it, which certainly didn't weaken it today with the players coming in to bring like an Alex Jones on. The Dan Creaney, who's got 4. What a luxury that is. So we've got a good group, and like I said, they've shown today, if they're ruthless, how good they can be.
Yeah, we said a similar thing in commentary, to be fair, to be able to bring on Alex Jones for Dan Creaney is a bit of an embarrassment of riches from our point of view, isn't it? And,
yeah, I mean, I look at all the bench and some of the boys not even here today. We've got a really, really strong group, which is what I've wanted. I want competition in every position. I want to be able to change it for certain fixtures and still bring boys in who are fit and plenty good enough, which is what we've got. The problem for me is trying to keep everyone happy. And that's good, but you know, so the thing for me that's more important is how hard they work. So the last couple of games particularly, I was disappointed last week at Stourbridge. Last time I'm going to mention that, because I've mentioned it a lot. But since then, certainly this week, they've worked hard in both the games. They've earned the right to go on and win it.
Yeah, I totally concur with that. So next up, on Saturday, we're at home to Colville Town, who drew 2-2 at home to Royston today, dropping their first points. What do you expect from that fixture?
Yeah, really, really tough game. I've said from the offset, and I said the same last year when I was at Diamonds and Tamworth, that I believe anyone who finishes above, certainly Colville, is going to be right in the mix, because I feel they're as strong as there is in the league. Completely different sort of game. We're going to have to be better in certain areas next week than perhaps we were today. They'll be hurting because they're flying and they've dropped some points. But again, Royston are another strong team. There's a lot of strong teams in this week. You know, we'll watch some footage, I've got a report, and we'll train this week ready for that. But yeah, completely different sort of game from what today was, because you know, we got in front early today and we were strong, and in the end it became quite second half a lot easier because they went down to 10 men and we used the ball well and we were clinical. But yeah, Colville, you never get an easy game, but it's Colville. I'm a big admirer, get on really well with the gaffer there. I think they play a really good brand of football. I fancied them to go up last year. I didn't see how Bamble were going to be quite as good as they were, but even the playoffs I fancied Colville, so they surprised me not going up, and they've kept the majority of the team and they've signed a couple of good players. So yeah, a real tough test next week, but nice for us to go into it with 4 good results now, 8 points I think, so I'd have took that after the first 4 games, and we've got to build on it.
Yeah, 100%. We look forward to it, and thank you for your time, Andy, and see you next Saturday.
No problem, thank you.